Maybe you consider what it must really be like living in Panama City Beach, Florida, home of my personal favorite beach in America, at least of the beaches that I've seen. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a broad overview of all things about living in Panama City Beach. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Mike Harrison, a licensed realtor in Texas and Florida, and I've helped many clients buy and sell all over North Texas. If you want to know what it's like to work, live, and play in the Dallas Metroplex, go and hit subscribe, support the channel, and stay tuned for videos every Sunday and Thursday. Let's go ahead and dive into Panama City Beach. With 27 miles of beautiful beaches to choose from, you'll find that there's a different experience at each stop along the way here. PCBFL.gov states the city has an estimated population of 18,300, which obviously increases during the peak seasons. You can expect a daily population of more than 100,000 people during the summer months. Matter of fact, nearly 4.5 million people visit PCB every year. It's located in the southeastern part of the U.S. in the area of Northwest Florida known as the Panhandle. It's positioned on a narrow strip of land bordered on the south by the Gulf of Mexico. St. Andrew Bay lies to the east of the city, and Lake Powell is just outside the city limits on the west side. Anyone entering the area from the east must cross the Hathaway Bridge on US 98, which crosses the bay, and those entering from the west will cross Phillips Inlet Bridge on US 98. PCB is located approximately 100 miles west of Tallahassee, which is Florida's state capital, and other popular destinations include Mobile, Alabama, which is about 180 miles away. Montgomery, Alabama is another 180 miles away. Biloxi, Mississippi is 240 miles. Atlanta, Georgia, A-Town is 300 miles. New Orleans, Louisiana is 320 miles. Orlando, Florida is 360 miles. Miami is a distant 590 miles. And then Key West is 750 miles away. The average water temperature is a nice 72 degrees, and the average air temperature is 78 degrees. So you might say living on beach time is a real thing here. And now that we've had a quick overview of Panama City Beach, let's go and cover some of the local attractions. Let's start with the obvious. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in the entire world. Actually, TripAdvisor named it a top 3 beach in the entire US. You have white sand, powdery beaches, clear turquoise water, and just hearing the waves in the morning is like therapy. In Texas, we have Galveston, South Padre Island, and Port Aransas as the main beaches people visit. You can't even see in the water in there, and they are nothing compared to PCB. Grab a lawn chair, a beach towel, and a cooler, and you are set for a truly relaxing experience. We visit several times a year, so every time we visit, our kids just play in the sand, build sand castles, and just have a great time out here. And since you're oceanside, you can anticipate a wide variety of water activities nearby. From boating in the Gulf of Mexico to fishing on coastal dune lakes like Lake Powell, jet skiing, water skiing, snorkeling, even deep sea diving, you won't run out of water sports to do here. There's some surfing on these waves out here and even paddleboarding as well. One of my favorite things to do when I'm with my family here is book a trip with Island Time Sailing and head out over there to Shell Island. This is a 3-hour trip on a catamaran filled with music, other families joining, mimosas, and other adult beverages on the trip. Then when you arrive to Shell Island, you can go snorkeling and see all sorts of marine life there. Most of the time, you'll even see dolphins on your trip. One of my favorite aspects of spending time here in this area is going to be the wide variety of shopping and dining options to choose from. I live an hour north of Dallas, and my family and I get so tired of the same old monotonous commercial dining options up there in Grayson County. It's like Chili's, Roadhouse, Chick-fil-A. Don't get me wrong, they serve a purpose, but whenever you're here, you have a much wider variety of options to choose from. When visiting PCB, you'll be spoiled with a variety of beachfront restaurants, dive bars, breakfast and brunch options, and everything in between. Whether it's Margaritaville over at Pier Park, Sharky's has been a long-time local favorite with an amazing setup and ocean views, and it also offers live music. And then we also always visit Pineapple Village and enjoy our time there. And then Runaway Island has good beach views as well. Yes, I probably sound like a tourist with these recommendations. Keep in mind, these are beachfront restaurants, and there are several hole-in-the-walls in the area you can have a great meal at as well. And another thing to keep in mind is you're definitely paying tourist prices for these restaurants as well. On the other more commercialized side of PCB, you have your traditional corporate options for a less expensive meal. And for kid activities or family-friendly things to do, head over to Pier Park and enjoy over 120 stores to choose from. Over here, you can ride the famous PCB Skywheel, enjoy an IMAX movie, play at Dave & Buster's, and depending on the time you're here, whether it's seasonally or permanently, you can anticipate a lot of events going on over there at Pier Park. Have a great time for Mardi Gras over there at the Mardi Gras and Music Festival the weekend before Fat Tuesday. They'll have live music, the Festival Village Kids Fun Zone, Kids Parade, 5K Run, costume contest, and fireworks. You also have the Star Spangled Spectacular Independence Day. Check out the aerial fireworks displayed here from the county pier during this event while enjoying food, drinks, and pyrotechnics celebrating this holiday. And in the fall, experience the Pirates of the High Seas Fest. This happens during Columbus Day weekend, and you can see kids of all ages enjoying a treasure hunt and fireworks. The Optimist Club Christmas Parade includes marching bands, floats decked out with Christmas lights, fire trucks, and custom automobiles. And then you have the New Year's Eve Beach Ball Drop. Pier Park hosts the annual ball drop on New Year's Eve, where you can enjoy live music, fireworks, and 10,000 beach balls dropped into the crowd at Pier Park Drive. We obviously can't forget St. Andrews State Park. This area includes hiking trails, white sand beaches, and is a nature's lover's paradise. Kids can play on the beach or snorkel in the shallow water, or you and the family can take a shuttle over to Shell Island. One of our favorite things to do as a family is visit Ripley's Believe It or Not. Voted one of TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice winners for 2023, this provides an eccentric adventure for the family with mind-boggling illusions, crazy artifacts. It's a really fun 1 to 2 hour trip to the museum. Next, let's go ahead and check out the schools over in Panama City Beach. If you're living here, you'll notice that PCB is part of the Bay School District. More than 26,000 students attend 42 area schools, including 18 elementary schools, 6 middle schools, 5 high schools, 2 multi-grade schools, 3 special purpose schools, 1 adult and technical school, and 6 charter schools. Niche.com has graded Bay District schools with a B+ overall grade, with a B+ in academics, C for teachers, B+ for clubs and activities, an A for diversity, an A for college prep, and a B- for administration. It has a student-to-teacher ratio of 22:1, and according to state test scores, just about 51% of students are proficient in math and reading. Now let's go and move on to the weather and the traffic over here in PCB. You'll hear me talk out of both sides of my mouth on this topic later in this video, but I'll tell you, I personally love the weather here. The highs in the summertime get into the high 90s in July and August, and in the winter, you can expect highs in the 60s and average lows in the 40s. Our first day here for this trip, I spoke to a retired couple from Alberta, Canada, and they were telling me how much they love being here in the winter and the spring compared to the freezing winters that they have up there up yonder. Yes, I'm filming a video in Florida, but I am from Texas. We say things like yonder. Where I'm at in North Texas, winters can get in the single digits, springs get nasty with thunderstorms and hail, summers get brutally hot above 110 degrees, then fall is probably the most tolerable weather. PCB is known for having great spring and summer weather for the beach. June, July, and August do get very humid though. Let one raindrop come over in Texas and my wife thinks a hurricane or a tornado's coming. She's hiding in the bathrooms and everything. Fellas, if you're watching this and your wife or girlfriend does the same thing, comment down below. But in this area, there's a legitimate reason to be concerned. Call it common sense or call me Captain Obvious, but living along the coast, you're much more susceptible to the chance of hurricanes. The weather here is a fact of life. You can experience the beach almost every day while living in PCB. But hurricane season is typically between June 1st and November 30th every year, with the highest chances of hurricanes in September. In 2018, Hurricane Michael made landfall in Bay County, the county that houses PCB, and this was a Category 5 hurricane and was devastating for the area. EmeraldBeachProperties.com shared that since 1975, PCB has experienced several big hurricanes and 12 major recorded storms, with Bay County being affected by 5. As far as traffic is concerned, traffic here on Front Beach Road is horrible, especially over the summertime. This is obviously due to the high number of tourists visiting in the area. In the wintertime, it's pretty quiet and you really have no problems. You heard me reference earlier that the steady population throughout the year is around 20,000, but over 4.5 million people visit annually. So during spring break or summer, expect lots of stop and go traffic on Front Beach Road. My personal recommendation is to try living near Pier Park if you're gonna live here seasonally or half the year or that sort of thing. That way you can just walk or bike around the area. If you're planning to live here permanently, unless you're working on Front Beach Road, you may want to avoid that area if you're in a rush. So guys, that's gonna close us out on living in Panama City Beach, Florida. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Do me a favor, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you're watching this in Florida or anywhere else in the world, and you want to see what some great North Texas suburbs are like, check out this video by clicking here.